Hello, everyone. This is Duran's Healing, and welcome to tonight's Healing Circle. For those of you who are new here, welcome to my channel, where I provide weekly energetic updates for the collective. And if at any point this message resonates with you, please be sure to like, please be sure to subscribe, or comment below to let me know how this message is showing up in your world. With that being said, let's get right into the messages. And the message that's speaking the loudest has to do with the fact that you may be in a position that may make you feel outside of yourself. This doesn't mean you don't have any recollection or any understanding about what's going on. This is more of an energy thing. You may not know where this energy is taking you, causing you to pick up on things that are unfamiliar or make you feel as if you're in unfamiliar territory, causing your ego to kick in, or your mind to try to make sense of things. The issue around that is because you can't intellectualize this process. This energy is trying to move you into a new state of action or in a new position, causing you to take action. However, there's an obstacle presented in front of you that you may still be dealing with, causing you to be in a place trying to understand how you got to this point. And it's really impacting your energy. Maybe pulling on your heartstrings due to the fact that you've undergone or are undergoing something like this. I'm not particularly sure what you've been through that may have caused you to compromise your spirit or compromise your spirit in a way. This could be a friendship that has gone sour or gone south that you did not expect, or a job that you may had to put in your resignation for. I'm not particularly sure, but what I will do is pull some clarifiers to see what obstacle that has presented in front of you or was presented in front of you that still may be causing some lingering effect on your energy, lingering effect on your mind, your heart, that you still may be quietly dealing with. What is this obstacle about that the collective energy is dealing with? Wait a second. Okay. Okay, the cards that came out were 222, redefine yourself, and reduction. What I'm gathering here is that you were forced in a position that caused you to choose the higher path. More so like it forced you to recognize what your intuition was telling you. And you couldn't reject that idea or that notion. And because of the position and whom this came from, you didn't want to do it. You hated that you had to be put in this position when it came to this person or situation. Because now you had to show them that you were not the one to be tested. Because you could not, or you cannot, and you will not compromise what you know to be true. Compromise the energy that you were feeling. Because you knew you were in alignment. Your energy was telling you the truth of the matter. And whatever the situation was, it was putting you in a place of reductionism. Reducing you to something that you weren't. And you had to stand up for yourself so much to the point that they got the message loud and clear. Because you are not to be tested in this way, showing to them that you are who you say you are, regardless of who they thought they were in your life. Redefining yourself, redefining you with standards, with boundaries, forcing you to execute what it means to be that, regardless of the consequences, regardless of whatever relationship that came along with that. And this is what the obstacle is speaking to, is that this is what you're dealing with, the aftermath of standing up for yourself, the aftermath of you standing on your principles, standing on your morals, regardless. And that often comes with a bit of questioning, mind boggling you about the fact that you had to do this. And you may be sitting in that still. And you're trying to figure out how to move forward, how the best way to move forward. But the issue of it happening still keeps ringing in your mind, still keeps ringing in your heart. Because you didn't expect it to come from that person or that thing. Calling into question everything that you stood on. But the beautiful side of this is that you stood on the right side of history. You stayed true to yourself, and now you're more focused on moving forward with your life, and that's where you need to get to. Because this is where the energy is taking you, and it's about your action. Taking an action, a strong stance, now that you know that you are a person of principle, you are a person of standards and boundaries. What does that look like for you as you begin to move forward in your life? Reorganizing yourself, restructuring your world now that this particular situation is no longer a part of your story in that way. You have more energy. And the wisdom that is flowing through you because of the situation is turning a new page in the spiritual encyclopedia of how to deal with certain energies. Because you have now undergone this very thing, and the insight that you're gaining from this is doing something for you internally. Is doing something for you in terms of the energy that you have now. People can feel that you are different. There's something different about you. You've changed. And that is indeed true. Not only have this situation changed you, but the core of your spirit is experiencing radical changes. This could even be you moving to a different house, relocating yourself. But what I'm seeing here is much deeper than that. Your spirit is changing. Your energy is changing. Who you are is changing. And the relationships that you're having are taking you on a much deeper path in terms of self-discovery. And you're starting to see that you are different, but your energy is different. And I can see that the mountain stone is showing up here. So mountains may be very significant for you. And this may be a specific message for someone. The other message that I'm downloading is that your energy is being seen as tall as a mountain. You're a giant now. You may be small in frame, but your energy is very large. It speaks before you even show up. Your actions, your energy is being talked about in rooms that you're not even present in. And you're becoming very clear about this. You're starting to understand the magnitude of who you are. And this in itself is a lot of energy to deal with. A lot on the mental. And you may be in that energy of trying to come to terms with all of this. Because you are in the state of flow. Nonetheless, you are going with the flow of life and nurturing yourself in a proper way. You may be giving yourself the proper rest that your body needs right now. Giving your spirit nurturance because of what you have gone through, restoring your energy back to a point so that you can recognize yourself. Because the newness of who you are is creating a different relationship that you have with understanding how sophisticated that you are, how authentic that you are, and what this means for you. Period. Wow, this was a very, very powerful message. Very powerful message. What you're experiencing can be challenging, especially when it comes to changing the way people see you by way of your actions. You can tell people all the time, day in and day out, that you're different. Things are different for you. Things are no longer the same for you. However, what really shows up loud and clear is the actions that you take. And what's showing up to me very clearly, your actions are in alignment with the very energy that you've been expressing to people. It's just now getting to the point where they're finally understanding or getting the picture about time. You've been talking way too long, trying to express yourself, and the process that you have been going through, but it has fallen on deaf ears. Actions speak louder than words, and now the room is silent, confused at who you are and what you're doing. Now they see. Very powerful messages, you guys. You guys have been showing out. I can see that right now. That's right. I know that's right, because talking gets you but so far. If this message has resonated with you so far, please be sure to like, please be sure to comment or subscribe. And let me know how or if this message is showing up in your world. With that being said, I'm going to shift the energy. I was going to pull some cards to get some higher messages, but I'm going to get back into the stones because I can see the second spirit guide stone is speaking out to me, and I want to get into what they're trying to tell me at this particular time. And the second message that's coming through here is speaking to the fact that the other side of things, the spirit world, is reaffirming your power. And you may have difficulties with fully comprehending the magnitude of this power or what this means. This isn't anything that is small. What I'm coming to understand, or what I can see here, is that you're coming from an ancestral lineage that is of high rankings in the spirit world. And you are at this pivotal position of being the heir, of being the one that's reigning as the conduit, as the messenger from this high spiritual team. And they're kicking in to tell me is that know who you are is the message that I'm getting. Know who you are and remember where you come from. This will eliminate you from being in positions that are causing you or attempting to force you to reduce yourself. Because being a person that has high rankings in the spiritual world cannot reduce themselves even in the physical. Your spirit team or your energies would force you to redefine or to reevaluate certain situations because that is unbecoming of the position of the energy that you carry. This is something that you should not be confused about. So the experiences that you may go through may boggle you a bit. However, your actions are indicative of the very energy that is sourced by the other side. So you're sourced by power, by an otherworldly energy that is of action, very militant, uncompromising, unwavering at the face of adversity, standing up against the battles, ready for any situation that comes your way because you have the capacity and the full support to handle whatever comes your way. You're connected to a highly powerful source of energy that is fueling you in any time that you feel like you're a ship lost in the ocean, drifting away from the dock. Remember that there is a light that's within you that can guide you back to where you need to be, pulling in that ship into the harbor, connecting you and anchoring you in the source of power that you have. This is something that you already know. You know why? It's because you know that you're a healer. And you know that the healing capacity that you have, this is everything that it comes with. Energies fully loaded and available, ready for you. Regardless. Period. Whew, very powerful. Now that is of power. Very powerful messages for very powerful person, very powerful collective. Thank you all for contributing your energy and joining tonight's healing circle. It's always a joy to read your energy and pick up on your energy. And thank you guys for contributing your energy, whether you liked, subscribe, or commented to participate in this healing circle. And with that being said, I'm going to close out this healing circle. Thank you all for joining me, and I will see you all at the next.